Question 1. When driving down a steep mountain grade, what is the safest way to control your speed? A. Use engine braking and shift to a lower gear. B. Ride the brakes lightly the whole way down. C. Shift into neutral and coast. D. Turn off the engine for better control. Correct answer, A. Use engine braking and shift to a lower gear. Question 2. Which is true about braking? A. Heavier vehicle or faster means more heat brakes must absorb. B. Brake fade not caused by heat. C. Brakes respond more quickly at high speed. D. Friction is for wimps. Correct answer, A. Heavier vehicle or faster means more heat brakes must absorb. Question 3. Which item is considered part of the required emergency equipment? A. Warning triangles or flares. B. Spare headlight bulbs. C. Portable radio. D. Coffee mug. Correct answer, A. Warning triangles or flares. Question 4. When descending a long downgrade, what is the most important factor for safety? A. Controlling speed with engine braking. B. Shifting into neutral. C. Coasting with clutch pressed. D. Accelerating to gain momentum. Correct answer, A. Controlling speed with engine braking. Question 5. You must keep papers about hauling hazardous materials where? A. In the glove compartment. B. In the pouch of the driver's door. C. Under the driver's seat. D. On your dashboard. Correct answer, B. In the pouch of the driver's door. Question 6. Which statement is true about rear drive wheel braking skids? A. Brakes only skid during leap years. B. On a vehicle with a trailer, the trailer can push the towing vehicle sideways. C. Front wheels slide to catch up with the rear wheels. D. Locked wheels usually have more traction than rolling wheels. Correct answer, B. On a vehicle with a trailer, the trailer can push the towing vehicle sideways. Question 7. The best drivers are those who watch and prepare for hazards. This is called what type of driving? A. Objective. B. Offensive. C. Defensive. D. Dramatic. Correct answer, C. Defensive. Question 8. Which of these is true about commercial vehicles swinging wide on turns? A. Side hustling. B. Wide rounding. C. Side winding. D. Off tracking. Correct answer, D. Off tracking. Question 9. You may hang up on railroad tracks if? A. Crossing too slowly. B. You try to shift gears while crossing. C. Tracks have a steep approach. D. You take a nap on the tracks. Correct answer, C. Tracks have a steep approach. Question 10. What is true about radiator shutters and winter fronts during winter driving? A. Engine may overheat if winter front left open. B. Winter front should be closed tightly. C. Ice should be removed from the radiator shutter. D. Always decorate with snowflakes. Correct answer, C. Ice should be removed from the radiator shutter. Question 12. Which does not provide extra gears on some trucks? A. Foot-powered gears. B. Automatic transmission. C. Multiple speed rear axles. D. Auxiliary transmission. Correct answer, B. Automatic transmission. Question 13. Which is true about tire pressure? A. Only check if you see smoke. B. You do not have to check hot tires. C. Air pressure in tires increases with temperature. D. The pressure should not be checked during trip if it passed pre-trip. Correct answer, C. Air pressure in tires increases with temperature. Question 14. What should you do if unsure about enough overhead clearance? A. Ask for a spotter with a measuring stick. B. Estimate height and try to fit. C. Find another route that avoids low clearances. D. Slow down slightly and drive under. Correct answer, C. Find another route that avoids low clearances. Question 15. What should you do when vehicle hydroplanes? A. Turn on hazard lights. B. Accelerate slightly. C. Release accelerator. D. Start stab braking. Correct answer, C. Release accelerator. Question 16. Which is true about tires and hot weather? A. Let the sun do the checking. B. If a tire is too hot to touch, keep driving. C. You should check pressure before driving. D. Small amount of air could be let out, pressure remains stable. Correct answer, C. You should check pressure before driving. Question 17. Which is not true about backing a heavy vehicle? A. Back a turn toward the driver's side whenever possible. B. You should back slowly until you bump the dock. C. Use a helper and hand signals if possible. D. Back up slowly and check mirrors frequently. Correct answer, B. You should back slowly until you bump the dock. Question 18. If an oncoming driver drifts into your lane, best action? A. Steer onto the left shoulder. B. Pretend you're invisible. C. Steer to the right. D. Hard braking. Correct answer, C. Steer to the right. Question 19. If a straight vehicle, not trailer, goes into a front wheel skid, it will? A. Do a dance move. B. Go straight ahead even if steering wheel is turned. C. Slide sideways and spin out. D. Turn if you turn the steering wheel. Correct answer, B. Go straight ahead even if steering wheel is turned. Question 20. You are driving on a dry highway at 55 mph and suddenly need to stop. What is the total stopping distance? A. The length of a football field. B. As far as you can jump. C. Twice the length of the vehicle. D. Half the length of a football field. Correct answer, A. The length of a football field. Question 21. When approaching an uncontrolled railroad crossing, you should? A. Ask for train schedule. B. Increase speed to cross quickly. C. Slow down, look, and listen. D. Try to beat the train. Correct answer, C. Slow down, look, and listen. Question 22. What is the safest way to back a large vehicle? A. Back with a helper and use goal, get out and look. B. Back quickly to clear traffic. C. Open your door and lean out. D. Use your mirrors only. Correct answer, A. Back with a helper and use goal, get out and look. Question 23. What is a sign of tire failure? A. Vehicle pulls to one side. B. A hissing sound. C. Thumping or vibration. D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. Question 25. What should you do if your brakes fade on a downgrade? A. Downshift to low gear. B. Use an escape ramp if available. C. Continue riding the brakes. D. Shift to neutral and coast. Correct answer, B. Use an escape ramp if available. Question 26. How do you stop a skid? A. Throw your hands in the air like you don't care. B. Steer in the direction you want to go. C. Steer away from the skid. D. Steer in any random direction. Correct answer, B. Steer in the direction you want to go. Question 27. A dual air system means? A. You can fly the truck. B. There are two separate air brake systems. C. Tires are filled with two kinds of air. D. You have backup horns. Correct answer, B. There are two separate air brake systems. Question 28. Glad hand seal should be A. Soft, pliable, and free of damage. B. Broken every trip. C. Taste tested. D. Made of gold. Correct answer, A. Soft, pliable, and free of damage. Question 29. What does the supply pressure gauge show? A. How much air is in the tanks. B. The color of your air. C. How heavy your foot is. D. Your bank balance. Correct answer, A. How much air is in the tanks. Question 30. When brakes are wet, they may A. Smell like pancakes. B. Cause the truck to jackknife. C. Help you fly. D. Clean your tires. Correct answer, B. Cause the truck to jackknife. Question 31. The air compressor governor controls A. How loud your brakes are. B. The cut-in and cut-out pressure. C. The color of the pedal. D. The type of air in the tanks. Correct answer, B. The cut-in and cut-out pressure. Question 32. Which knob controls tractor parking brakes? A. Red octagon knob. B. Blue triangle knob. C. Yellow diamond-shaped knob. D. Green clover knob. Correct answer, C. Yellow diamond-shaped knob. Question 33. During a pre-trip, brake lining should be A. Covered in glitter. B. Completely invisible. C. Not dangerously thin. D. Bigger than your shoes. Correct answer, C. Not dangerously thin. Question 34. The best defense against tailgaters is A. Honk and wave. B. Increase your following distance. C. Brake check often. D. Speed up to lose them. Correct answer, B. Increase your following distance. Question 35. Which light cannot be checked at the same time? A. Headlights, brake lights, and clearance lights. B. Turn signals, brake lights, and four-way flashers. C. Turn signals, tail lights, and clearance lights. D. Hazard lights and interior dome lights. Correct answer, B. Turn signals, brake lights, and four-way flashers. Question 36. What is the normal cut-in pressure for the governor? A. 1 metric banana. B. 100 psi. C. 1000 psi. D. 50 psi. Correct answer, B. 100 psi. Question 37. On slippery roads, the best action is to A. Accelerate gently. B. Make sharp turns. C. Slow down gradually. D. Stop and get hot cocoa. Correct answer, C. Slow down gradually. Question 38. Spring brakes apply when A. Air pressure drops too low. B. Birds start singing. C. The weather gets warm. D. The tires spin. Correct answer, A. Air pressure drops too low. Question 39. When descending a steep grade, you should A. Use a low gear before the hill and proper braking. B. Ride the brakes lightly all the way. C. Shift to neutral and coast. D. Try singing to your truck. Correct answer, A. Use a low gear before the hill and proper braking. Question 40. What is the trailer emergency supply line color? A. Blue. B. Yellow. C. Red. D. Green. Correct answer, C. Red. Question 41. The best way to check ABS operation is? A. Tap brakes and listen for jazz. B. Look for sparks. C. Check dashboard light. D. Ask your co-driver. Correct answer, C. Check dashboard light. Question 42. The purpose of the trailer hand valve is to? A. Play music. B. Control tractor parking brakes. C. Test trailer brakes. D. Make left turns only. Correct answer, C. Test trailer brakes. Question 43. If the low air warning buzzer comes on, you should? A. Speed up to make it stop. B. Pretend you don't hear it. C. Stop and safely park immediately. D. Ignore it and keep going. Correct answer, C. Stop and safely park immediately. Question 44. If you are driving a combination vehicle and the trailer breaks away, what will activate? A. Truck radio. B. Coffee dispenser. C. Trailer emergency brakes. D. Rearview mirror heater. Correct answer, C. Trailer emergency brakes. Question 45. Which of these is not part of checking brakes during a walk-around inspection? A. Tire tread depth. B. Service brake. C. Condition of hoses. D. Hydraulic brake cylinder leaks. Correct answer, A. Tire tread depth. Question 46. You should check slack adjusters when? A. While driving. B. Parked with brakes released. C. When listening to jazz. D. Only at night. Correct answer, B. Parked with brakes released. Question 47. ABS helps you to? A. Steer while braking. B. Win races. C. Do a barrel roll. D. Make better pancakes. Correct answer, A. Steer while braking. Question 48. If your tractor protection valve malfunctions, what may happen? A. Windshield wipers go wild. B. Air escapes and brakes may not work. C. The horn will sound forever. D. The steering wheel giggles. Correct answer, B. Air escapes and brakes may not work. Question 49. After connecting the glad hands, you should always? A. Check for leaks by listening and feeling. B. Paint them blue. C. Ask for a high five. D. Tighten them with a wrench. Correct answer, A. Check for leaks by listening and feeling. Question 50. Why should you use wheel chocks when parking a trailer without spring brakes? A. To reduce wear on the tires. B. To keep the trailer from moving. C. To prevent damage to the suspension. D. To make coupling easier. Correct answer, B. To keep the trailer from moving. Question 51. A bobtail tractor, tractor only, no trailer, requires? A. More stopping distance. B. Less stopping distance. C. No difference in stopping distance. D. Shorter following distance. Correct answer, A. More stopping distance. Question 52. When should you use the trailer hand valve? A. Only to test trailer brakes while parked. B. To stop at traffic lights. C. To wave to passing cars. D. To turn right on red. Correct answer, A. Only to test trailer brakes while parked. Question 53. If the service line is broken, what happens? A. Air will escape and brakes may not work properly. B. The trailer lights will fail. C. The engine may shut down. D. The tires may lose pressure. Correct answer, A. Air will escape and brakes may not work properly. Question 54. During an inspection, you should check that air lines are A. Properly connected and not leaking. B. Not cracked or worn. C. Not rubbing or tangled. D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. Question 55. When should you check your mirrors most frequently? A. When changing lanes. B. While driving in heavy traffic. C. When turning or merging. D. All of the above. Correct answer, D. All of the above. Question 56. Why should you drain air tanks regularly? A. To make room for new air. B. To remove moisture and oil buildup. C. To make sure they're empty. D. To keep the air fresh. Correct answer, B. To remove moisture and oil buildup. Question 57. If air tanks are not drained, what may happen? A. The cab fills with fog. B. Tires will fill with air. C. Brakes can fail due to moisture freezing in lines. D. The paint peels off. Correct answer, C. Brakes can fail due to moisture freezing in lines. Question 58. When should you test your service brakes for proper working condition? A. At the beginning of each trip. B. Only if the brakes feel soft. C. Once a week. D. Only during inspections. Correct answer, A. At the beginning of each trip. Question 59. When should you use your emergency flashers? A. When driving uphill. B. When driving in heavy rain. C. When your vehicle is stopped on the road or roadside. D. When changing lanes. Correct answer, C. When your vehicle is stopped on the road or roadside. Question 60. What should you do if your vehicle gets stuck on railroad tracks? A. Call for help and get out immediately. B. Try to push the truck off alone. C. Wait inside until help arrives. D. Flash your high beams at the train. Correct answer, A. Call for help and get out immediately.